function, there's no reflection shifts or translations. This is actually just the parent function. So with that, we can go ahead and start by drawing the asymptote. And then we know that it's always a right one up the base. Well, in this case, the base is a half. And then we go up 1 from 0, 0. And then we go left 1 up the reciprocal. And the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2. And then we can go ahead and draw our curve. Boop, 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 boop. So we have 1, 1/2, and -1, 2, and we are good to go. All right. So again, you don't need to write this point because it's on the axis. One thing I do want to draw your attention to: how can we rewrite 2 or 1/2 as 2 to a power? 2 to what power is 1/2? Yeah, someone might have said it there. I didn't catch that. What power does 2 need to be to? -1. Excellent. So 2 to the -1. See that now? Everyone's like, oh, yeah. That equals 1/2 to the x. All right. What do you do when you have two exponents next to each other like this? It's 2 to the, we multiply. So it's 2 to the -x. I just want to draw your attention to the fact that 1/2 to the x is actually 2 to the x with a reflection over the y-axis. These two are actually the same exact graph. Okay, everybody good? All right, we're going to jump over to D. Oh, actually, nope, we're not. Domain. What's a domain here? What's the range? X-intercept? Y-intercept? Asymptote? Okay. Now for D, how many things are going on? How many things are we going to be doing to our graph here? 2 things. So I'm going to show you 2 ways. All right, I'm going to show you the way most of you might want to do it, and then I'm going to talk you through how I would prefer personally to do it because I feel good about all the shifts and translations. All right, can someone tell me what is the parent function here? Two to the x, perfect. So our parent function is y equals 2 to the x. All right, that's our parent function. And because of that, we have our 3 points. And the points are 0, 1, 1 base, -1 reciprocal. Okay, so it's a quick way we get our points. And we also know we have y equals 0 for the asymptote. Good so far? Okay. Now, what does this number with x do to our function? We have x plus 1 there. What does that actually do? It actually moves it to the left. Remember, it's always opposite of the inside. Anything that's with the x, you're kind of doing the opposite operation. Since this is x plus 1, then that means we're going left 1, which means it's going to be x minus 1 for our thing. And then, all right. And then we have this minus 2 here. What does this do to the function? Down 2. So we have y minus 2 then. And then what you're going to do then with this, we're going to change all of our x's by subtracting 1. So we have minus 1, 0, and -2. Okay. And then this, every single y, we're going to subtract 2. So here we get -1, 0, -1.5. But guys, the asymptote is a y also. So this is also going to be y equals -2. You're going to subtract 2 from 0. So now we have our points and our asymptote. So this is how you're going to do it. If you want to generate the points, it's a great strategy. I would not discount it. Some of you are really comfortable with this already from when we did functions before and all of these. So the other way, yeah? Yes, Yeah, because we shifted down to. So here's how I would graph this, okay? I would say let's start with the asymptote and go down 2. So I know I'm going down 2, and then left 1. And once I'm here, all right, then I'm like, oh, and I also need to shift left 1. So I'm going to make this like my 0, 0. So this is not a point. This is just like a little dot here. And then from here, I'm going to draw my parent function. So I did the 2 translations, and now I draw the parent. So I know that I need to go right 1 up the asymptote, or up the base, and then up 1, and then left 1 up the reciprocal. And then I can go ahead and draw this. So this is 0, 0. Here, we need to label that now. That's -1, -1. That's this guy. And then here, this is going to be -2, -1.5. So that's the points. That's the asymptote. All right, so we generated the points, but this way that I drew it, you can also do that by hand. Domain is all real numbers. What's the range here, you guys? -2 to infinity. If you're not using the asymptote, you're doing something wrong. What's the x-intercept? 0, 0. What's the y-intercept? 0, 0. Same exact thing. How about the asymptote? Y equals -2.